Next topic, student, conversion of galvanometer G into ammeter. So, how will convert galvanometer into ammeter? And student, you know that ordinary galvanometer is a very sensitive device. For a microampere current, the needle of the galvanometer shows full scale deflection. So, to measure a large current with a galvanometer, so a small resistance connected in parallel with a galvanometer coil, then galvanometer can be converted into ammeter and then it can measure the large current. So how the galvanometer is converted into ammeter? So galvanometer can be converted into ammeter. A low resistance is connected in parallel with a galvanometer coil, and student, a low resistance which is connected in parallel with a galvanometer, this low resistance, which also known as what? Shunt. So shunt is a low resistance which is connected in parallel with a galvanometer. So conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. Galvanometer galvanometer is converted into ammeter when a small resistance connected in parallel with galvanometer coil. So this is the conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. Galvanometer is converted into ammeter when a small resistance or low resistance, we can write it. When a low resistance connected in parallel with a galvanometer coil. And student, circuit diagram of conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. So here a galvanometer, a low resistance connected in parallel with this galvanometer, which is known as, this S is known as shunt resistance. Shunt is a small resistance connected in parallel with a galvanometer. So most of the current, total current entering into the circuit, that is what? I. And due to the low resistance of shunt, so most of the current which is passed through what? Low resistance wire, that is I minus Ig, and only Ig current is passing through the galvanometer, and here galvanometer and shunt resistance, it means what? Low resistance which is connected in parallel. So Ig is the current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection. So circuit diagram of ammeter is that a galvanometer is connected in parallel with a low resistance wire, then galvanometer is converted into ammeter. This G, that is what? Resistance of galvanometer. S is the shunt resistance. Ig is the current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection, and I minus Ig is the current flowing through shunt resistance. I is the total current entering into the circuit. So student, here G, that is what? Resistance of galvanometer, that is S, that is what? Shunt resistance. Ig, that is what? Current with which current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection and 0 to I which is equal to required current range of the ammeter. So 0 to I, that is what? Required current range of the ammeter. Ig, that is what? Current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection. S, that is what? Shunt resistance. G, that is what? Resistance of the galvanometer. And now we find the formula of shunt resistance. Here G and S, which are connected in a parallel, and in parallel combination we know that potential difference across shunt resistance, which is equal to potential difference across galvanometer resistance. So student, according to property of parallel combination of resistances, potential difference across S, which is equal to potential difference across G. So PD across S means what? Shunt resistance, which is PD across galvanometer resistance. That is what? And potential difference, you know that IR. So current flowing through shunt resistance, that is what? I minus Ig. Total current entering I minus Ig flow through the shunt resistance, Ig flow through the galvanometer. So potential difference across R means IR. So I, that is what? I minus Ig. This current flowing through shunt resistance I, and R, that is what? Resistance S. Here that is what? Ig, that is what? G. What is the value of shunt resistance? So Ig by I minus Ig, that is what? G. This is the formula for finding the shunt resistance which are connected in parallel with a galvanometer, that is low resistance. So what is equivalent resistance of this circuit? S and G, which are connected in parallel. So effective resistance of a circuit, effective resistance of circuit means what? Total resistance. So R equivalent, so 1 by R equivalent, which is equal to 1 by S plus 1 by G, because both S and G are connected in parallel. So 1 upon R equivalent comes out to be, that is what? G plus S by SG, and reciprocal, that is what? R equivalent, which is SG by G plus S. So effective resistance in case of conversion of galvanometer into ammeter, so effective resistance comes out to be R equivalent SG by G plus S. And you know that, student, in parallel combination equivalent resistance is less than the smallest resistance in the circuit. Here smallest resistance, that is what? Shunt resistance. So equivalent resistance in this case means ammeter comes out to be, that is what? Less than the low resistance, that is what? Shunt resistance. So conversion of galvanometer into ammeter takes place when low resistance is connected in parallel with a galvanometer coil. Then galvanometer is converted into ammeter. And student, ammeter is a low resistance device, and for ideal ammeter it has a zero resistance. Next, that is conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, and circuit diagram for this galvanometer, that is converted into voltmeter. So that is what? High resistance is connected. High resistance is connected in series with a galvanometer, and this galvanometer is converted into what? A meter. So that is Ig, and this will be what? A and B point, and potential difference between. So student, conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. So a galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter when a high resistance connected in series with a galvanometer, then galvanometer is converted into voltmeter. So galvanometer is converted. A galvanometer is converted into voltmeter when a high resistance connected in series with galvanometer. A high resistance connected in series with a galvanometer coil. So a galvanometer is converted into voltmeter when a high resistance connected in series with a galvanometer coil. And student, the value of R means high resistance which is connected in series with a galvanometer. The value of R is so adjusted that only Ig current flow through the circuit which give the full scale deflection in the galvanometer, and R is the high resistance which are connected in series, G is the resistance of galvanometer, and Ig is the current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection, and V, that is what? Potential difference, total potential difference. So here G, that is what? Resistance of what? Resistance of galvanometer, and this is the voltmeter. This arrangement, that is known as what? Voltmeter. So G is resistance of galvanometer. R, that is what? High resistance connected in series, that is Ig current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection, and 0 to V, which is required range of voltmeter, required range of voltmeter. So G is the resistance of galvanometer or high resistance connected in series. Ig the current with which galvanometer gives full scale deflection. 0 to V required range of voltmeter, and the circuit diagram of this voltmeter that is shown in the diagram. Now find the value of high resistance which are connected in series with galvanometer. So student, by Ohm's law, here that is what V, total resistance, that is what V equal to what Ig, that is what R equivalent, and Ig that is what current flowing through G as well as R, because in series combination current is flowing in G as well as R, that is what same total resistance of circuit connected in series is G plus R. So that is what it comes out to be, that Ig G plus R V and B by Ig student, and B by Ig which is equal to G plus R. So R comes out to be that V by Ig minus capital G. This is the formula for finding the high resistance from the circuit. R equal to V by Ig minus G, and the equivalent resistance of the circuit, equivalent resistance of circuit. So connected in series, so R equivalent which is equal to what G plus R, and student, this value is greater than what galvanometer. So equivalent resistance of voltmeter comes out to be Re, G plus R greater than G, and high resistance can be calculated R equal to V by Ig minus G. And student, galvanometer is a high resistance device, and at ideal voltmeter it has an infinite resistance, whereas ammeter that is what low resistance device, and ideal ammeter whose resistance is what 0. So in general we can say that a galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter when a high resistance is connected in series with a galvanometer coil, and galvanometer is a high resistance device. For an ideal voltmeter it has infinite resistance, whereas galvanometer is converted into ammeter when a low resistance connected in parallel with a galvanometer coil. Then galvanometer is converted into ammeter, and ammeter is a low resistance device, and for an ideal ammeter it has a 0 resistance. And student, and we find that resistance of voltmeter is greater than resistance of galvanometer is resistance of what ammeter. So from conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, we find that resistance of voltmeter which is greater than resistance of galvanometer, and resistance of galvanometer is greater than resistance of ammeter. It means what? Highest resistance which have a what voltmeter, and lowest resistance that is ammeter has. So highest resistance which a voltmeter has, and lowest resistance that is what ammeter has. So resistance of voltmeter is greater than resistance of galvanometer greater than resistance of ammeter. Thank you.